Hello everybody, it's TannerFishies here, back again with a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be focusing on the character of Nyad, and we're going to be comparing her to quote-unquote true potentials. We're going to be comparing and contrasting these two power-ups for Nyad, one of which comes from Season 5 Possession, and one of which comes from the most recent Ninjago season to come out as of the time of recording this video, that of course being Seabound. Now, both of these seasons introduced various story arcs for Nyad that developed her character even further than what she had been in a previous season. Obviously, both of these events, both of these true potentials, if you will, are very influential towards her character and very progressive as well for Nyad's character. Obviously, I feel like Nyad as a character is kind of weak compared to the rest of the ninja, but these two events absolutely bring her up a tier and make her a standout character over the entirety of Ninjago's cast. So my goal for this video is to break down both of these power-ups and compare and contrast the two and give what I liked and disliked about each one, and then make a verdict at the end of the video which power-up was better for Nyad, her real true potential or her NRG form, true potential, Nyad form thing, whatever you want to call whatever Seabound's event was. For a quick disclaimer, everything I'm about to say in this video is 100% my own opinion, so feel free to not get mad at me in the comments section down below, just my own opinion on this matter. If you wanted to go ahead and leave your thoughts down below for each of these events, feel free to do so after the video is done. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at Nyad's first true potential, that being her real true potential during Season 5 Possession. So this arc for Nyad saw her actually give up her identity as Samurai X and train to become the Water Ninja. Obviously, her bloodline was revealed to her fully, as her mother was indeed the Master of Water. Nyad would receive water powers of her own, and throughout the entire season, she trained and trained with Master Wu, overcoming various obstacles like her fear of failure, to eventually find herself face to face with the Preeminent, the physical embodiment of the entire cursed realm. Obviously, since ghosts are weak to water, Nyad's true potential came in handy here. She took control over her water power fully and gained her true potential to battle the Preeminent during Season 5's finale. After she spent the entire season focusing on her own strengths and weaknesses, she stepped away from her role as Samurai X and stepped right into her new role as the Master of Water. During the finale, she finally came into her element after a season's worth of training and unlocked her true potential. She summoned a massive tidal wave which absolutely drowned the Preeminent and overall caused a great victory for the ninja. Ultimately, that would lead in to Skybound, where it was revealed that destroying the Preeminent actually destroyed another realm in addition to it, so Nyad is kind of responsible for the destruction of two realms here. Kind of scary when you think about it. But regardless, what I really enjoyed about Nyad's true potential was the raw emotion that was actually felt during this moment. I actually really enjoyed how they showcased Nyad's memories and fears of failure, along with her overall transformation from Water Ninja to Water Master. And I feel like this scene in particular absolutely explored why Nyad is such a well-rounded character. While she might be weak compared to the rest of the ninja in terms of character development, I feel like Nyad in this moment absolutely encapsulated what it meant to be a ninja, and to be someone better, to step up above your past self and deliver something amazing. I feel like Possession's finale definitely delivered in showcasing that Nyad has a lot of power within her, and while she might have fears and emotions that might hold her back, we all do, and Nyad is able to conquer those with great strength and create a very impressive display of power that really hasn't been matched by any other ninja who's unlocked his true potential prior. I feel like Nyad's true potential was truly something special, and after having an entire season of her training to become this character, a role in which she was kind of hesitant to step into, here she finally embraces it and delivers a true potential that is very powerful and destructive in nature, but also delivered a fantastic victory to the ninja. So big props to Nyad for this moment. Let's move on to her most recent true potential, if you want to call it that of course being the Nyad form, or as the Ninjago Seabound sets refer to it, the NRG Nyad transformation. Obviously, following the defeat at the hands of Wajira, the ninja were kind of regrouping. Jay was in very bad shape, the ninja weren't exactly sure what to do, but there was a legend of a previous elemental master of water who faced Wajira early on by transforming her entire body into pure water, becoming one with her element and fighting Wajira that way. Nyad eventually fell into this new form after unlocking a further power that was within her all along. Now, of course, the context in which Nyad knew how to unlock this power is up for debate, but regardless, after saying goodbye to her loved ones, specifically Jay, she transformed into her Nyad form, or once again, as the sets refer to it, NRG Nyad. After she became this new NRG form, she served to defeat Wajira. The new power made her do all kinds of crazy things, such as turning into a dragon, unleashing massive amounts of water energy, and it was ultimately one of the biggest sacrifices that any ninja had ever made. Nyad was willing to give up her own life and her own world to save Ninjago, to save those that she cared about, about, and that makes her a truly valiant character. Very impressive on Nia's end, especially in display of power, and just the raw emotional strength coming from this scene as well outshined the original True Potential in my own opinion. She left her family behind in order to defeat Wajira, and it was overall a very impressive power-up. It was beyond anything that we had ever seen any other ninja do. If I had to compare it to one thing, I think it's most comparable to Lloyd's True Potential when he became the Golden Ninja during Season 2's finale. It honestly felt like Nia's own version of that, which of course is not a bad thing. I'm just saying it's comparable because of the power set and the overall dynamic that's going on here between Nia and her opponent. Following Wajira's defeat, Nia departed to the ocean, presumably never to be seen again. After hearing the ocean call to her, she left behind her family and loved ones once again to basically be the elemental power of water. The ninja held a funeral for Nia afterwards, and a lot of other Ninjago citizens joined in to remember Nia as one of the greatest warriors and one of the finest elemental masters that the land had ever seen. We will presumably see Nia back again, so I'm not expecting her departure to be permanent, but still, I want to go ahead and compare these two True Potentials, if you will. I want to talk about what they did well, and which one I figured gave Nia more justice. In terms of what they both do well, they give Nia a choice as well as giving her more power. Essentially, in both of these scenes, Nia has a choice to overcome her obstacles and unlock this new level of power, and both times she takes that choice, whether it be to harness the power herself to defeat the Preeminent, or to physically embody herself in her own elemental power to defeat another large creature. I feel like in both cases, Nia has definitely showed us that her bravery is pretty much outmatched by any other member of the ninja team, and as such, she is able to gain more power from overcoming obstacles and showcasing her bravery in full. The NRG Nyad Form from Seabound was of course a bigger upgrade, with large amounts of immense power and major physical strength being added to her character, but Nia's True Potential during Possession's finale was essentially the baby steps to get to where we are now for Nia. I feel like that was kind of like a precursor to Nia's ultimate form, unlocking that during Seabound, and obviously with that being said, I feel like Nia has definitely improved a lot when you compare her journey to the rest of the ninja. She went from being merely Kai's sister to being one of the most powerful elemental masters known to man, and I feel like that in and of itself is quite impressive. That Nia was able to go that far with an elemental power that wasn't exactly major. We were always led to believe that water wasn't really a major element, but I would argue that it's one of the strongest and purest elemental powers throughout the entire history of Ninjago. Comparing these two True Potentials for Nia honestly makes me admire her character a lot. I feel like she's definitely a stronger character than she was before, regardless of how she stacks up to the rest of the ninja team, in terms of characterization and personality of course, but I feel like the Seabound approach did it a little better, I would say. I feel like the NRG form for Nia was definitely a more sacrificial power-up, as opposed to just her normal True Potential. Obviously when an elemental master unlocks their True Potential, it's not a life or death situation most of the time. But with Nia during Seabound, she proved herself to go beyond the life or death situations and actually develop herself into a sacrificial lamb that would save everybody. And I feel like that makes her character truly spectacular. For all the reasons I've stated in this video, I'm going to have to give the win, if you will, to the Seabound transformation. The NRG Nia form that we saw unlocked during Seabound, like I said, is a much bigger transition for Nia's character. I think it changes a lot more of her character, and I think it opens the door for more possibilities down the line. Of course, Nia unlocking her True Potential is still a very impressive scene from Possession, of course, but I feel like the Seabound transformation does it a little bit better. It's a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more permanent, and a little bit more emotional, as opposed to that original True Potential unlocking during Possession's finale. Obviously, I love both scenes, and I feel like both scenes do a very good job at showcasing Nia's strengths and personality, but I still feel like Seabound's transformation did things just a little bit better. That's going to pretty much do it for my thoughts here today, guys. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Feel free to leave a comment down below talking about what you think is a better scene. Do you prefer when Nia unlocked her True Potential to battle the Preeminent, or do you think Nia's transformation into this new NRG Nia form from Seabound is a better scene overall? Leave all your thoughts down below in the comments, guys, and hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description from other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including once again the marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.